Hey, Scott Solari here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm interviewing one of our great clients and partners, Barry Jenkins, who I should have his book right now. It's in the other room because I'm reading it. It's on my nightstand.
All right.
Barry, thanks for being here. I just wanted to chat with you briefly about what you're doing to maximize your database right now, because I know it's a big thing and you talk about it a lot, the way that you use Follow Up Boss, your ponds, the
Yeah.
leads that you have and you recycle them, and then also how you're kind of using Realsynch as part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, this has become a really big topic across the country. I think a lot of teams are trying to figure out how to do more with what they already have instead of going out and buying more things. And so database management really has become, for me, one of the reasons why we're thriving right now. So what we do is new leads we send into a pond, and we have all our agents working in the pond. And they hate that because it kind of manufactures scarcity a little bit, because they can see what everybody else is doing. It causes them to try harder, which is why they hate it. It's why I love it. Then after 30 days, we have a tag added in our drip campaigns, and let's just call it pond audit. And I created two automations. If the pond audit tag is added and it's an unconverted opportunity with the Y priority tag. Y priority for Ylopo customers is like a good one, right? If it's unconverted, it has that tag, we put it in our priority pond. If that audit tag on day 30 does the same thing, but there's no Y priority tag, for example, we put it in our storage pond. So now after day 30, everything that's unconverted goes to either priority or, and then I'm running ads to all the leads in the storage. And so Follow Up Boss has an automation inside of, this is baked into the platform. This isn't Zapier or anything like that, where it says anytime a website visit comes to our property or, views a home, saves a home, anything, and is in the storage pond, we automatically reassign it to the priority pond. Now, the significance of this is this. I just brought on 30 agents. We bought a brokerage nearby. They had a 90,000 person database. And I wanted to see how far I could take this organization without having to increase my new lead gen budget. So what we did was we split up. List number one is new leads. List number two is all of our old leads that we never converted that are in that priority pond, that have been on our website recently, that we haven't called recently. Literally, guys, like working these old leads that are coming back to our website, it's like I haven't needed to buy new opportunities. My team is thriving off of all of these old unconverted leads that are still active. All we do is we call and we just do an admin check. Hey, did you ever find a home? That's it. I was going to remove you. Did you ever find a home? The reason why it works so well is because I'm calling active leads.
Yeah, it's relevant right now because they were just, again, looking, right? So it's on top of mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, I added other filters. So if we tried to reach them in the last day or two, they don't even show up in that list in the priority pond. So it's recently active. Nobody's tried to reach them recently. And man, they're just going through it and they're converting. And so I went gangbuster. In 2016, I had 6,000 leads in my CRM. Now I have 250,000 leads in my CRM, 250,000 people that I'm running ads to. And anytime I learn about a new way to grow this database that is my future, it's the reason I don't depend on Zillow and Realtor, is my business has a database to thrive off of. And so one of the things that thrilled me, Scott, was the new feature with the Google Contact Sync between Realsynch and Follow Up Boss. You're able to take all of these emails and all of these contacts that I've got, and I'm able to import them into my CRM and run ads to them. And the marketing company that I use, of course, I work at Ylopo, so I use them. They filter for anybody that has the designation of real estate agent in their profile. So now, because some people might say, well, I don't want to get my Google contacts in my CRM. What if there's an agent in there? Doesn't matter. If they're not using my website, because I keep all those Google contacts in a separate pond.
Right.
So then when that pond starts searching, I move them over to the priority pond. And if an agent's using my website to search for homes and I happen to call them, right,
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm an agent. Well, why are you using my website? Like, what's going on? Like
Yeah.
that to me is an anomaly. I don't worry about it. And so
Recruiting opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pulling in LinkedIn. There was a time where you could sync your Facebook friends list and suck their name, email, and phone number out of your personal friends list. This was for like 4 years. And so every time an agent joined my team, I added that. So when I hear about a new way to grow my database, I'm all over it. I'm all about it because I see the value in it. And so for me, this is now I'm on month 3 with this new team. We've got almost 100 agents. We've never closed more online leads than what we're doing right now because it's working. We're keeping the consumer in our fishbowl and it's crushing, man. The ROI is insane when you do something like this.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Well, I appreciate you working with us, and I appreciate, more feedback as you continue to use this, and as you bring in new agents, pulling in their contacts, right, and getting them right into Follow Up Boss.
I didn't even think about that. See, that to me is
right from their personal Gmails, right?
Right. And so, and there's so much I could do with this. So I created this Google contact pond, and let's say I start sucking all these contacts in for my agents. There's so much data augmentation I can do. I can send it to a third-party company and say, here's a list of 10,000 phone numbers. See if you can get me their name and home address. You see, it's mind-blowing, guys. Yeah, it really is. And it's data that we already have access to, but what Realsynch has done is it's allowed us to kind of extract it at scale so that we can then start to use that data. I also ran this database through Revaluate, right? Which is, I think, is an integration partner with you guys as well. Yep. And so they're scanning all of my database on who's likely to move. And so then we're calling through those names. And these are people that don't even know they're ready to move, but they just maybe they just graduated or they just had a baby. And they're like, you know what? I do need an extra bedroom. And so we've been calling through that list. But it's big data, it's behavior based, it's a no-brainer, and honestly, it's the future, man. It really is the future.
I love it, man. And then, so if you had to tell someone right now that's watching about, their business and what they should go do when it comes to database and focusing on growing this year within their database, like what would you say to them just to wrap up? You
don't need new leads. You need the contacts that you already have in your database, in a CRM, and running ads to them. Don't be tricked by always needing new. You take what you have and expand it, and what you'll find is you'll make more per deal. My ROI hovers in the 600% range on this process. So you do not need more new leads. Take the people you already have, bring them to your website, and close and sell homes to them.
Awesome. Thank you, Barry, so much. You're a rock star, man. You're an anomaly in the space. I appreciate you always adding value, dude.
Yeah. My pleasure.